Okay guys, and welcome. I've had a lot of requests for this, particularly in like the head to toe video, so I've put together a little routine based around the concept of loaded stretching to help you get your front fold. Front fold for me is a standing pike with feet and dorsiflexion as opposed to a sitting down pike when you point your toes. It's a bit different, it kind of gets more of the posterior chain, but it will help your normal pike anyway. It'll also help with other moves that require a lot of compression. The more flexible we are in these positions, the less we have to resist against in compression, and you'll find all the other things, press to handstand, L-sits, hanging leg raises, all that kind of stuff will get much easier by having a good front fold. There's many ways to do this. This is actually slightly trickier to make a mass program than the head to toe. The head to toe is quite a straightforward one, getting people in. You could have other issues going on, hip flexor weakness, calf weakness, piriformis could be tight, glute med could be inactive. These kind of things will restrict you. Even your breathing, if your breathing isn't great, you could restrict your mobility in a lot of directions. So hopefully this will cover a lot of you guys. If it doesn't work after doing the routine consistently for 3 months, if you're getting zero progress at the end of 4 weeks, then it's definitely not for you. If you haven't gotten there by 3 months, then you need to go look at some other issues, maybe speak to someone who can coach you through the process. As I said, there's many ways to achieve this: partner stretching, normal relaxed stretching. I'm just giving you how it looks from a loaded perspective. So anyway, so quickly, the routine is very simple. We're going to do around 3 rounds of calf stretches with 3 different positions. You'll see all this in the videos to come. We're going to do 3 to 5 sets of 10 reps plus a 10-second hold in the stride stance good morning. And then we are going to do 3 to 5 sets of 10 reps of a Jefferson curl for a 10 to 30 second hold in the bottom. Now just to explain those holds aren't a relax in it. You're going to keep some tension on your muscles, be it very light or very tough. You're going to play with this yourself. You're going to start with 3 sets, and then you're going to judge the effects on your body and then titrate up over the coming weeks to see if you need to go as high as 5 sets. Once again, use the minimum amount of weight to get you a bit deeper into the stretch. You should basically, when you start your set, you should basically go deeper on every single rep. It could be millimeters, it could just be the sensation of going deeper, but you should be going deeper. And then on the last one, obviously just hold that new deep position. Each set should basically peak a small bit higher than the last one, and then stick it there. 2 to 3 times a week is the best time for this. And cool, watch the videos of the exercises in sequence just so you know what you're doing, and let me know how you get on. And just remember, if you want form checks, #Lewis on Instagram. I check it a lot. I can give you advice if you need it, or just tag me on it, or send it to me on Facebook. Anyway, good luck, and speak to you soon. Okay guys, today we are looking at a loaded stretch for the hamstrings in particular. Now, I like to stretch a lot myself. It's a good beginner one in terms of teaching how to hinge and how the hamstrings to elongate under load. It's not the be all and end all in hamstring stretching, but I think this is a good fit for a lot of people. This is called a stride stance good morning with a locked knee. So we're doing it for flexibility purposes, not so much strength purposes. So watch my loaded progressive stretching, will explain a bit more of what's going on, techniques behind it. But anyway, to demo this exercise, gonna turn on. I'm just using a stick to demo this. We can equally use a kettlebell, a plate, a dumbbell, a barbell, whatever your strength lies. Most of you won't actually need that for the moment. Remember, don't load these up too much because we're trying to get more flexible, not stronger. You can get stronger better in your hamstrings in different ways. So we're going to take a stride stance. So we're going to put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Now my feet are separated about a foot distance, and they're under the hips, they're not on the same line. So I've got most of my weight here, my back leg is just for balance, and watch what happens as I shift backwards. So that's the important thing on hinging. So I'm going to put my barbell on my neck. My knee is completely locked. Now I'm going to pull my ribs down. I'm going to try and just pivot by pushing the hips back, 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 back. At the same time coming forward till I feel that stretch. I'm going to hold this for 2, 3. Then I'm going to extend back up. And then again, so push back, push back, push back. Hold 2, 3. Push up. Now some of you won't go too far on this. You might just end up going there. That's fine. Just work it. You will gain flexibility. So just to demo that from the front so you can see what's going on. I'm here, my legs are hip width, forward, not so much weight here, this is just for balance. We can take it off eventually, which we will be looking at in more advanced exercises. Lock the knee, rotate the pelvis, pull the ribs down. We're just trying to pivot around the hip as much as we can. Go into that flexion and then extend out. So same again. Push down, 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 down. Hold 2, 3, and then extend. So, give it a go. Let me know how you get on. Okay guys, so we are looking at the Jefferson Curl again. I know I've got a video on my channel already, but I'm just going to do this with a bit more detail. And hopefully you guys can learn something else. So, I'm going to demo this. I'm using a 20 kilo barbell. I generally start people with 10% of their max deadlift as the weight we use and then progress them from there. As I said, I like to progress this slowly. We want to look for correct articulation of the spine. We don't want to have too much hinging. We want to play with the variables, how long we hang, how many reps we do, these kind of things. But anyway, so I'm going to take my barbell, going to step up in my box. Now, make sure your toes aren't sticking over the end of the box so you hit them. So first things first, we want to end up in a standing dish position. So I'm going to rotate my pelvis in posterior tilt. Then I'm going to lead this motion with my neck, not my barbell. So I'm going to go roll over, spilling up, and that traction, get like a feeling. If you do this right from the neck, you'll feel it all the way down to your sacrum. So try find that like elongation and tractioning between the joints. So lock the knees. Roll the spine. We're going segmentally down. Then you'll need to shimmy out past the toes here. So that's 1 rep. As you can see, I probably need a taller box than touching the floor here. But anyway, we'll go down once again, starting from the head. Keep my ass squeeze and adductor squeeze together, knees locked. I roll. Then I begin to extend the spine out of the roll. Let the hips roll over, keeping my knees locked. Touch the floor, and then I'm going to start stacking. Get the hips in as much as you can. Kind of like a fishing pole almost. And just roll right up and articulate between every single vertebrae as much as we can. It's also a big stretch for the hamstring, which is why we're doing it. But that rolling, curling and uncurling is very, very important on this. So, give it a go and I'll speak to you in the comments.